What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video, we're going to do a full preview of the Falcons game tomorrow, or technically today. I'm shooting this at like 1:30 in the morning, so I'm going to do a full preview. We're going to go over, I got a couple of notes from the week if you guys didn't hear. We're going to talk about Christian McCaffrey. We're going to talk about the injury report, who practiced today, who didn't. We're going to go over kind of my thoughts on the game, how I think it's going to go, and my prediction for the score. So let's get into it. First thing is a couple things happened this week. Actually, on Tuesday, if you guys didn't hear, a couple guys got cut. Josh Hawkins, who a lot of you guys might not even know who that is, but he's a backup corner. There's a report that came out that said that there was a video of him at a bar or a restaurant or something with no mask on, and so he was cut. I don't know if Matt Rule was wanting to make an example out of him for not following the COVID rules, or I don't know. That's what I assume, but so he was cut. And the more surprising out of the two was Eli Apple. He formerly was a first-round pick for the Saints and then the Giants. We signed him, and I don't even think he played before Sunday. I know he played against the Saints on Sunday, and he struggled quite a bit. But that was kind of shocking to me. I didn't think he was, hurting with injuries, and he struggled in the game, but I just didn't think that we would cut him, especially since we're so thin at corner. Corner is just a weak spot for us right now. But so those were the two moves this week. I mean, we're on a short week anyway. It's only been 3 days since the Saints game. So the injury report, we're going to go over that. Russell Okung seems to be the only guy that's doubtful, so he won't play. Greg Little is going to be stepping in for him at left tackle. I feel pretty good about his ability to be able to just fill right in. Greg Little is a good player. I don't see any reason why anybody should be worried about that. There's a few other guys that are questionable. Marquise Haynes, Zach Kerr, which is a big one because he's really stepped up since K'Wan Short got hurt. I really hope he can play. There's John Miller on the offensive line, our guard. He's questionable. Hopefully he can play. And then F.A. Obata. So some key guys that are questionable. But I think most of those guys will play. That's just my hunch. Speaking of guys that will or will not play, Christian McCaffrey, there's a report that came out the other day that he's pushing to play this week. He was eligible to return from IR last week, I believe, and he's still not activated to the 53-man roster. So the Panthers have until tomorrow or game day by 4 o'clock to activate him to the 53. My personal opinion, I don't think he's going to play. I think maybe they're just trying to, gain upper hand or make the Falcons film study a little bit more. I don't really know, but I think it's a bluff. I don't think he's really going to play. I think the smart move is for him to not play. I think you rest him because after this very winnable game against Atlanta, and you got Mike Davis who's playing well, I think you let him rest for 10 days and have him ready, full go for our next game. So there's a small chance he could. You never know, but that's just my hunch and what I think. I don't think he's going to play. But either way, it's a good sign that he's, just about ready to come back. Even the fact that that's come up is a good sign. So So that's the notable cuts this week and the injury report. And we talking about Christian McCaffrey. Now we're going to get into the game. So Falcons, I don't know how a lot of you guys feel about the Falcons, but on the one side, they're a train wreck. And they just got their coach got fired, and they've only won one game, and they've choked away every single game that they've lost. They could have easily won or should have won, and they've choked it away. We know all too well how that feels. I can't. How many seasons with Ron Rivera did we lose? Game. We were winning in the fourth quarter. We lost by 3 or less or whatever. So, it is what it is. It's part of the game. But they've had some really bad luck this year. That game against Detroit on Sunday. If you're a Falcons fan, that's a rough one to get over. So I guess my point of saying this is they're in kind of a weird spot to where, a team like Atlanta can either roll over and die basically, or you just keep fighting. And I think they showed us on Sunday that they're not going to roll over and die. They're a scrappy team. They're really talented on paper, especially their offense. They just hadn't been able to string wins together. Last time we played them a couple weeks ago, it was a really close game. I don't expect it to be any different this time around. Division rival, so they're going to play us tough. They know us really well. We know them really well. I think both defenses are going to struggle. I think our offense is going to score a lot of points, and I think their offense is going to score a lot of points because our run defense is one of the worst, if not the worst, and we are very thin at corner, and we just cut 2 corners. So I'm not really. I'm expecting a high scoring game, but I do think we get the win. I think after all said and done, it's going to be whose defense can make a play, whose defense is going to make that one key stop, and I think us being at home, prime time, I'm gonna say we make the stop, or we have the turnover, or whatever we need, and we edge out the win in a tough, hard-fought, close game. Now, I don't know about any of you guys if you like to bet, but I every once in a while like to kind of bet, and I check out the spread. So, just for you guys that do, the last time I checked, the spread was -2.5 for Carolina. I think they're going to cover. From all the things I just said, I think they're going to cover that. They're at home, so the over/under's 49.5, and I think it'll go over that. I just think the offenses are too good and the defenses are too bad. So, yeah, I'd say over on the point spread, and take Panthers to cover the spread. Let me know what you guys think. I mean, as far as the score of the game, I've got Carolina winning 30-22. 22 is kind of weird score or whatever, but that's what I'm going with, 30-22. Please let me know what you guys think the score is going to be, who's going to win, who's going to be the player of the game. It's been really, really fun watching Carolina so far this year, watching their offense go. I think Thursday is going to be really fun to watching those two offenses, go back and forth. But at the end of the day, I hope we get to win. Please, I appreciate you guys watching this. For those guys that did, if you stopping by the channel for the first time, if you like the Panthers as much as I do, please consider subscribing. I'm gonna do videos just about every day. Any kind of news that comes out, pre-game, post-game, predictions. I'm doing random videos about, I'll be doing stuff in the off season, the draft, So please, subscribe. Hit me with a like button on the video. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. Keep pounding.